You're a fraud, Spider-Man.
I'm not a fraud, I promise.
Anyways, welcome. We are here with Peter right now, the real Peter Parker once more. You saw him earlier on our other video where I just roasted the crap out of him.
Yes, you did.
What's up, man?
Nothing much.
Good to see you. I'm also in my cosplay, kind of.
Yes,
hold on. Kind of. Now it's on.
It's Tom McFarlane Spider-Man!
Yeah. No one says that. Let me see. Focus. What is focus? I can't focus on anything. Focus, focus, focus. Hey, there you go. Very nice. Looking pretty good. I kind of look more like Scarlet, you know, Spider with the jacket.
The big eyes.
Well, and the jacket too. Yeah. So, yeah. But today we're just here to talk a little bit about how this character, what this character means to us. I can't even speak right now. I was gonna do this alone in my room without my face because I would be lazy about it. But I figured since we're doing this photo shoot, might as well.
Yeah.
So tell me, Peter, what does the character of Spider-Man mean to you?
Dude, honestly, I think Spider-Man is probably the greatest hero of all time. For me, honestly. You know, aside from my name being literally Peter Parker, born in Queens, New York, something about the web slinger himself, you know, he's an underdog and you can relate to him a lot more, you know, and this character since I was a baby, I mean, I loved the red and blue, I loved his origin story. Granted, there's way too many of them, but it's still the same web slinger throughout all these years, you know?
Yeah.
So it's, I mean, this guy, Spider-Man, has been there thick and thin for me, you know? When I was like super depressed, you know, the first time I even saw Spider-Man, you know, in a comic where he was going through some things that I was going through, and, you know, I relate to that. Like, damn, this guy can, if he can do it, I can do it, you know? So it's one of the most endearing, like, characters that I love so much, and I'm about to watch Spider-Man No Way Home, so I say it's a win for me, you know?
Yeah, we're getting the before reactions, right? Yeah, I'd say probably the same for me. You know, obviously the series that did it for me, you know, because I grew up with the Maguire films. I think they're okay at the time. I didn't really analyze them to that like level that a lot of other people do until what is it? The Spectacular Spider-Man came out, and then they took so much from that.
So many references.
You know, yeah, from those movies, right? Yeah, right. And then I looked into it deeper, and then I started reading the original run in high school. But like I watched Spectacular in high school at the same age that Peter was in that show. So I was like, okay, wow. So then, like, you know, it means a lot because, like, I guess when you're growing up, like, you want to have a character that kind of grows up with you, you know? I'm going to talk about this more a little bit in my Lilo and Stitch video. So, but it's just always important to have that sort of, like, you know, kind of, like, influence. So even if you don't have someone to talk to, it's like, you know, you can kind of watch a show like this and then kind of see yourself in the character and everything.
Pretty much, yeah.
And I thought it was just the perfect
like the best thing
vehicle
about Spider-Man, you know, like, if you're seeing him, you know, and you're going through something, you picture yourself as Peter, or whoever it may be, as this web slinger. Just like, dude, that's me, I can do it, you know?
Yeah, and you guys have seen my other video before where I did it on the little issue I got signed and when I went and met Steve Ditko, or not met him, but I wrote a letter to him and whatnot, right? But yeah, 33 just means a lot to me and so many other people because it's absolutely about overcoming your, you know, personal, you know, struggles and whatnot, and realizing that, you know, you kind of have to do it for other people too at the same time, right? And then like lifting that giant piece of rubble over your shoulders, to get over it, right? You know?
I think the most iconic moment is obviously the rubble. I think what signifies is that no matter how tough the world is that rubble, but you can get through it.
Right.
And that's one of the best things about Spider-Man. Like, you can relate to that. Like, you're like, dude, I was struggling, but I can do it.
Right.
Because I'm more stronger than I know.
Yeah, exactly. I love how it's all conveyed through the art too and stuff like that. I think, while a lot of people give like Spider-Man credit to Stan Lee, you know, it's also like Steve Ditko had so much of it because he really, you know, he kind of based like the image of Peter off of how he looked, right? You know, or like, you can go look up the old pictures.
And he even said it, I believe, in an interview that he said, like, when he was drawing Spider-Man, the original Jack Kirby drawing,
it was a little too heroic, right?
He looked like Blue Beetle, basically.
Right, a little bit.
With a gun. But when Steve Ditko was, you know, assigned for it, he's like, dude, heck yeah. Like, let me draw this, you know, the iconic red and blue.
I was just thinking about how, like, you know, nowadays there's so much muscle definition on these suits and everything, but, like, you know, back then it was just barely, right?
Yeah, like it was just a skinny teenager.
You know? Relatively,
And even Steve Ditko said, like, you know what, I wanted this character to be relatable. You know? He doesn't get girls, he doesn't have a good job, you know, he's going through a lot of things, and how ugly he looks, and that's just like every day, like for other people.
I know when you grow up, you like feel very, you know, like that pretty much, and
pretty much.
I think everyone still feels that way to some extent. So but I mean, it's cool, you know, because like I had Spectacular when I was growing up, and then before Spider-Man was the same age that I was when that game came out, pretty much.
Yeah.
And
for me, it would have been not Spectacular Spider-Man, but Sam Raimi. Spectacular, then Unlimited Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
And Spider-Man the Animated Series.
Right.
Basically, I just grew up with them, and then pretty much the MCU Spider-Man just kind of stuck out to me more.
Yeah.
No, he gets a lot of hate for it, but like, imagine yourself in a world the Avengers.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
I mean, I accepted the new ones more. I didn't like Homecoming very much. I kind of felt he fell over quite a bit.
Yeah.
And he played second fiddle to a lot of other elements.
Pretty
in that
much,
movie.
yeah.
But I think that I got a little more used to it in Far From Home, and now I'm excited for this new one.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. Well, anyways, thank you for watching. We just wanted to do a little short discussion real quick. We're going to go shoot some pictures now, and you might see them in this video right here.
Hopefully.
So, yeah. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, everyone.